So we're here at the Optimum Annual Healthcare Investor Conference. It's all going brilliantly well. We've had 2 fantastic panels already. I've just been on the panel chaired by the YVC Collective, where we were discussing what's important in communicating your story to investors. You know, you've got a fantastic team, you've got fantastic data, but you still get rejection. Why is that? What we've learned is how to turn that rejection into insight. What you can do to really get on the radar of the investors and pharma who should be interested in your story. We're now going to hear from some of the other panelists and their insights.
For a story to sort of really land with investors or your audience, I think it's really important to keep in mind to make it super clear and simple. So really think about, what is that unique selling point, and is it the differentiation, like highlight that differentiation? Is it about solving a problem for patients? But then also translating that into how does this then create value for investors and patients?
Yes, and I think another element to add is also the path to execution. So knowing that this is innovation, but there is a foreseeable path to realizing this innovation and the steps to achieving that.
Maybe like another thing is, know your audience. So different folks will listen out for different things, whether it's like a pharma, an investor, or a clinician. One will hear risk, the other one will hear opportunity. Another might just want to know what the patient impact is. And another sort of lens to think through is the cultural differences between the audience. So say you're speaking to a British VC, then it's very important to serve the tea with milk. And then the VC might say, look, thanks for the pitch, very interesting. Then we all know that that means a hard no, and they don't want to speak to you for now, or not for the time being anyway. Then you go present to a Dutch investor. You're serving not tea, but a glass of milk, and then do your pitch. Dutch VC will say, that was a bit rubbish. And that is great news. Congratulations, because they're now, going to go and advance their diligence and are very, very excited. So yeah, know your audience and brew it all right. Get it culturally correct as well.
Yes, and so also construct the team. Bring your team, showcase your team according to what it is that you're trying to communicate and who the audience is. So culturally, cultural fit, also background in terms of technical or professional background. Showcase the strength in your team that can answer to and speak to each of those perspectives.
It's important for companies to get the story right, because throughout your evolution, you're going to have to articulate to a different audience what are you actually doing. So what's the problem that you're trying to address? What's the solution that you bring to that? How do you uniquely address that? So I think it's vital that companies really begin to articulate what is it they're trying to achieve, the market that they're operating in, and the disease or the area of medicine that they're trying to address.
So I appreciate that companies may not have it right from the very beginning, but companies should be able to evolve with this story as they keep telling it to investors, to different audiences. They should get that constructive feedback that makes the story better.